Yes, I am back. Already done for the day. It's lunchtime and I'm finished. No need to hang around and gamble today for FOMC with Jerome Powell. I'm not waiting for those algos to whip me out of the market. We knew what we were looking for, didn't we? If you watch my video anywhere from Friday, the forward outlook on Sunday, or how I talked about what I was expecting the market to do on Monday and Tuesday this week, I was really clear, wasn't I? I was looking for that drive up into the daily supply level. Simple, right? That's what we were looking for. We were looking for the longs up into there, and once we reached our target, we were looking for that reaction and rotation back down, and we got both today. Okay, we finally got both. So Monday and Tuesday were bullish. This morning we were bullish looking for that move, and then we flipped short. But let's jump into the trading view charts now, and I can show you exactly what I was looking for. And after that, we'll go through my trades, the good parts of the trades and the parts where maybe I could have been that little bit more patient and just extracted a little bit more money. But $1,000 on the day for a few hours work, we will take it. So let's go now into trading view. Let's explain what we were looking for. So this is a daily chart, all right? This is a daily chart, and let's just go through this now. So we were looking for this drive up into this supply zone. Monday, Tuesday, bullish. Wednesday, potential fake breakout into supply and roll back over. Or of course, it can hold price action, and maybe we have that trending week. We're gonna have to wait to see what Jerome Powell says later, but I'm looking for that instant reaction, and we got it. And as ever, the anchored VWAPs, we've been talking about them, haven't we? They came into play. Look at that perfect stuff off the supply zone, off the anchored VWAP, off that psychological number of 42.50. All right, absolutely perfect. So we'll hop into a lower time frame now. I'll explain to you what I was looking for, and then we'll get straight into the trades. So let's jump down to a 3-minute to start with, shall we? I like looking at the 3-minute for nice, clean, simple entry patterns. So here's how the morning panned out on the 3-minute. Come into this open. Before the open, we start driving higher, all right? We start driving higher and we soak up off this old imbalance, this old gap, pushing up through the first anchored VWAP, rotating down with this lovely flag, and then we have this news candle. Really important news candle here. I actually had to leave for the morning before this opened up, but I said to a friend of mine in the room, be very careful of traps. You want to be buying the traps. Don't get whipped out. I took a stop before we even got into this. Had to walk my dog early today. So what do I mean by a trap? Well, look at this beautiful move on a news candle. I'm going to do a whole video on this maybe next week. But a usual price action is we just get a push, a pull, and a continuation. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. But you see this wick down here. Okay, really, really lovely trap. We set this low and we have these highs just above, all right? And then the news candle breaks the high and breaks the low. It traps breakout shorts underneath. It takes away all the long stops, and all the smart money just gets long into here, and then we rip up. The reason we rip up is because all those shorts are stuck. They're stuck underneath this low, trying to take a breakout short. We extend up. No reason to short there. Absolutely no reason to short there. We've broken the anchored VWAP. We know where supply is. It's all the way up here. If you were thinking short today, you just had to be patient. Just wait for it. Don't be the guy adding into your loser all the way up here. We've all done it. You mustn't. You've got to learn those lessons. Don't do it. Just be patient. So then we had that beautiful extension up into supply, and look at this lovely pattern and sequence we have. Liquidity perfectly built here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And once we took out this liquidity, oh my word, did we dump. Beautiful pattern for the rest of the day, dumping all the way down to lows. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, right, if you needed confluence, you could have used my Flow Zone Pro Cloud. Here you go. We're going to dump down to a 1-minute time frame here. And it's so clean and so simple. We had our initial balance low set all the way down here. This is the 9:30 low, and then we set our initial balance high at 10:30. Okay, the initial balance high at 10:30 is this green line here. And look at these drives. We drive a few times, all right, the manipulation higher into this red block. This red block is my supply, and 42.50 was defended. So once we took out this liquidity, once, twice. These short sellers got exhausted. As soon as we took that out, look at this dump. We had a beautiful liquidity trend. We broke that, we washed down, we did a lovely retracement up here. Now I took a couple of attempts at this. I got a little bit impatient looking for it, but I was positioned perfectly. I took my stop when I shouldn't have, and I got straight back in when I realized I'd been impatient. I'll show you in the video, but as soon as we got that right shoulder and we ran these stops, that was it. We were looking for lower prices. And what lower prices were we looking for? Well, I really wanted this down here, and you'll see I was holding for this. But if we couldn't get that, when we rotate from the IB, where's the next spot we go to? We go to the VWAP, okay? When we rotate from the IB high, the next level we're gonna look for is the VWAP. And when that fails, we're gonna look for the IB low. Now, I really wanted this liquidity down here. We didn't get it. I tried to hold for this move, didn't quite get it. Took a bit of a trap move down here for a little scalp. I'm gonna show it all, but locking in $1,000 for the day without needing to hang around for Jerome Powell. I don't need that. I'm gonna let everyone else deal with that. Much cleaner moves are gonna start happening tomorrow after JP talks, after we get the Apple earnings. Nice smooth price action, maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see Friday, eh? Non-farm payroll, we all know that can get a bit wild. I hope you had a great day. Here's how my trades went. Let's hop into it. Before we hop into my trades from the day, don't forget, if you want to learn to trade my system, if you want to use that system on your trading view, it's on sale right now. I'm gonna post the link down below. It's nice and cheap. I want it available for anyone that is struggling with understanding when we're in a trending market and when we're rotating. Right now, Apex has a 90% sale on. Get funded up to 20 accounts. You can have up to $300,000 leverage on each account for as little as $15. So a $25,000 account right now is $15. That's all it's going to cost you, and $300,000 is only $65. What a bargain. I'm going to drop the link down there with the code to give you 90% off. Enough talking, let's get into the trade. So here we go then, 30x speed because it's a long trade into this short. I see the break of structure, I see the trend line shift with stuff in front of that 49.50, and you'll know that when I was looking at my trading view chart, I was well aware that we had the supply block all the way up there. We've tagged it and started getting weak. We've already trapped buyers a few times up here looking for the breakout, so I'm feeling pretty confident here, and I'm looking for a right shoulder to add some size on. So I've just got one contract on at the moment. There you see it. I add the second contract on the right shoulder. When I flip down to a low time frame, you will see it. There's the imbalance in the right shoulder. Now I want to see this bullish imbalance break straight away, and it doesn't. So that spooks me a bit, and I eat my stop before we flush straight back down, and I get back in for the breakout. Covering one into my lower flow zones, knowing that that's near the 50% mark of this whole move, and I would like to really hold this now for a dig down into that golden pocket, those 3 gold lines on the Fibonacci. Maybe we can get through that and attack VWAP. That would be the ideal scenario, and I would really like a drive higher first into that imbalance where I've got that golden zone lined out. Just in front of that, maybe the 50%, so I can get some more size on. I'm only carrying one here, but I don't want to add low. We've done a big move very quickly here. I don't want to get caught shorting the lows. I want to push up, move my stop up, thinking give yourself room to get some size on. Don't be too aggressive low, and don't be impatient. I don't want to be impatient after all the stops I took yesterday. I gave $1,700 back yesterday, not taking profits, but I'm not going to change my strategy. I'm going to hold for the move. That's how I trade. I like to get at least 2 on, take 1 off, lock some in, and then wait for the move, let it develop. So here I draw out a potential bear flag. That's what I'm expecting the market to do. Ideally, it tags me in near that blue box so I can get some more size on before we flush down. Now, if we break down from this bear flag, I am not going to add more size on. I'm going to be really careful in case it traps under those wicks into that golden pocket that I've marked out with a box and rips back up. So now it's just a question of letting it work. I'm doing anything but looking too aggressively at the chart. I've got my stop in, I've got my take profit. I'm going to try and let it work here. Now we start diving down, and that blue imbalance box is still holding. It's making me nervous here. So you're going to see shortly, I'm going to move my stop a bit closer. I do not want them to hold this blue box and set a trap and rip higher. So I'm going to be cautious with my stop. That's what I wanted to see, that breakdown. So I move my stop trailing above the recent swing high, the lower high, looking for a break of structure underneath that white line I've just drawn, and there we get it. So now I can start trailing aggressively. We're into that golden pocket. I'm expecting a bounce soon. I'm not willing to give too much back. It either flushes down to VWAP or it tags me out. That's what I'm looking for. There's the tag out. So now I'm into another trade. It's rebalanced, repriced all the way up. It set the trap high, it whipped over the trap high and then starts to break down. So now I'm looking for a flush under this for a break of structure. I take one off there. Now I'm going to be very cautious in case they retrap again. We're getting close to FOMC. I don't want to give too much back. Really looking for that breakdown underneath all these levels of liquidity, but maybe it's just going to save it for FOMC. Stop's nice and tight above the imbalance. I eat the stop, $1,000 on the day, and I'm done.